All right, boys, welcome back to another video here. Narlord, back at it with the This Week at Bungie here. So, This Week at Bungie on 3-3. This Week at Bungie, it's all about the Vow of the Disciple World's First Race. What a wild week it's been. It feels like just yesterday we were announcing the Witch Queen, and now we find ourselves on the doorstep of a world's first raid race. This is the weekend that many of you have been waiting for. Strategically planning your power gains and grabbing armfuls of snacks from grocery store shelves. In under 2 days, the race begins. Let's get you up to speed. All right, boys. So, I don't know about you guys, but we've been grinding, man. Absolutely grinding for the last week and a half here for this race. Got a team ready. I don't think we're going to finish first. I'm not going to lie. But there's a lot of good players out there, so I wish everybody luck. I think it's going to be absolutely fantastic. So, they got a little video here if you want to watch that. Talks a little bit about the raid. If you're new to Destiny or have yet to engage in a raid, this is the pinnacle of our in-game content. Players around the world are challenged to compete, decode devious puzzles while engaging in heavy combat through multiple activity encounters. We're not just talking a few enemies here and there, but hordes of combatants clawing away at lives and time while players race to the finish line. We expect no different from Vow of the Disciple, with multiple teams at the final boss trading attempts at reaching victory. They actually just changed, I think it was last week, they changed the official raid name to Vow of the Disciple. And if you've been on the stream at all, you know, I think that it's going to be Callus. I think that Callus is the raid boss. I think we finish his story up. You know, that Callus basically was shaking hands with the darkness over the last, couple of years here. So I think it's Callus. So, now let's talk rules. The world first raid race for Vow of the Disciple will take place in contest mode. This is a unique variant of the raid, only offered for the first 24 hours, capping every Guardian at a specific power level to ensure an even playing field. We announced last week that 1530 power is your target, as this will be the highest power your Guardian will perform at against the enemies you face. Here's a quick bulleted list for all who are in the hunt for the world's first win. So, Vow of the Disciple race timeline. Start Saturday, March 5th, 10 a.m. Pacific, and it'll end on Sunday, March 6th at 10 a.m. Pacific, so 24 hours. Contest mode will cap all players 20 power below each encounter of the raid for the first full 24 hours of the race. Artifact power is enabled, but only provides benefit to players up to the cap of 1530 power for contest mode. You want to reach 1530 power by Saturday to have a fighting chance in each encounter. The thing with the encounters, the raid is going to start at 1550 power and then clock its way up to, I believe, 1580. And it's going to go ahead and cap us at 20 below whatever the power cap is. So if it starts at 1550, we're starting off 1530. When it climbs up to 1560, we're going up to 1540. And it just keeps doing that, but we're always going to be 20 power under level. So it's important to get that power level up as fast as, or as much as possible, but still 1530, that's much you can do as far as getting the start off. So, some gear items will be disabled in the raid for the duration of the contest due to general issues that we provide gameplay benefits. While these items may be used in other activities, perks and functionality on the following items will be nullified within the Vow of the Disciple raid, with additional negative impacts to power level if equipped. So, weapons: Ikelos SMG, the legendary SMG, the Imperial Needle legendary bow, Grand Overture exotic machine gun, and then Wardcliffe Coil exotic rocket launcher. So if you guys knew or not, Ikelos and the Imperial Needle both got the accidental 40% buff to red bar enemies on accident, so they're taking those out until they fix that, it looks like. The Grand Overture exotic machine gun, I don't know what the problem is here, but I'm guessing there's some kind of exploit, whether with damage or with ammo. And then Wardcliffe Coil actually caused a bit of a stinker a couple raids back, I believe. There was a glitch. Essentially, you can get a ton of ammo for it, and so they're probably just trying to nullify that. So for armor and mods, the Worm God Caress Titan Exotic Gauntlets are going to be removed from the raid. Peregrine Greaves Titan Exotic Legs, Suppressing Glaive Artifact mods. Note, additional items may be disabled if issues are found prior to the start of the race. Stay tuned at Bungie Help for the final list to be published on Saturday morning. So, like most people, I've kind of been holding off on saying exactly what I'm bringing into the raid. I've got a pretty good idea. We'll probably go over that on stream tomorrow afternoon, but I've got a pretty good idea as far as what I'm bringing in. Just some of my favorite guns. Definitely bringing in a blinding grenade launcher, some SMGs. We'll bring in galley, rocket launcher, that kind of thing. But as far as armor, I'm banking on Nezarec Sin, and I think Eye of the Netherworld. But we'll go over the full list tomorrow, I think, on stream. Completion: the first team to complete all encounters, loot the final chest, and return to orbit will earn the title of World's First. Note: the six fire team members present upon the completion of the final encounter will be declared the winner and be awarded Raid World First title belts. Any member of the fire team who leaves during earlier encounter completions will not qualify. So that is super, super important, boys. If you start and you leave to change characters, or you leave for whatever reason, you leave the raid, and you come back, you are out. So listen to me. Don't do that. So if you start it, that's it, right? So there's not going to be any switching, swapping out people, none of that. You're in it from the beginning to the end, and that's it. That's what Bungie's saying here. So I'm just saying right now, if you leave to change out from your Warlock to your Titan or whatever, you are done. So winners will be announced via Destiny the Game after a validation process. More details on that below. This will be the Raid's belt. It looks like I'm after this belt. I think it looks fantastic, and I would love to hang this damn thing up on my wall. I'm not gonna lie. I probably won't, but hey, you know, we can dream, can't we? So, we'll be watching as players progress through each encounter, ensuring a fair race among all participants. Any player found to be breaking our terms of service or manipulating game content can be subject to suspensions or bans. Once we have a record of a fire team crossing the finish line, we'll spend some time validating a clean completion before announcing the world's first fire team via Destiny the Game on Twitter. Full rules and legal terms can be found here, so right there. If you compete or complete the contest mode version of Vow the Disciple during the first 24 hours, you'll receive a unique emblem to celebrate your victory. So this is the 24-hour emblem right here. So as long as you finish in the first 24 hours, you get this bad boy, and it looks phenomenal. I am stoked. We'll for sure be getting that 24-hour completion. I can't wait to throw that bad boy on my Guardian. So, contest mode will be the ultimate challenge for many, but for others, it's more fun and interesting to watch some Destiny PvE legends take this on. We'll be alongside you in Twitch chats and more as players make their way through the activity. If you'd like an additional space to watch as the race goes on, check out bunge.net/raidrace once the raid goes live, or tune in on Raid Day Tailgate, hosted by Professor Broman and Rect1568. As tradition, there will also be some wonderful Bungie rewards unlocked for players to purchase if they take on the challenge. So here we've got, if you take the challenge on, you can get a raid jacket. I'm not going to lie, I am still waiting for my raid jacket from Vault to Glass. I did just get an email, actually, 2 days ago, that it's going to be shipping to me within 2 to 3 weeks. So looking forward to getting a hold of that bad boy. This raid jacket looks pretty cool, I'm not going to lie. But yeah. Dope looking jacket there. We can for sure use that in these Indiana winters, that is for sure. So if you're looking to show off your participation in the raid launch week and want something nice to wear on your evening walks, we also have the Vow Disciple raid jacket right here. So this is the raid jacket. The special Bungie reward offers only available to players who compete Vow Disciple raid by March 15th at 10 a.m. So you definitely have to place the order by March 31st, but you have to complete this damn thing in the first week to even have a chance at that. There is a seasonal pin, it looks like right there, for Vow the Disciple. Also, there's a new seal pin for those of us that finished the seasonal seal. Outside the race, there will be some great loot to earn. Don't worry, there isn't a 24-hour timer on any of the weapons or armor pieces found throughout the raid. Just for completing a single time, there's a pretty sweet emblem for you to collect. So this is just for finishing the raid. I think this emblem almost looks better than the day one emblem, but yeah, not as rare. This thing looks pretty cool as well with all these. Man, look at the gambit of color there, and man, that was awesome. So take your time, hang out with friends, and enjoy the raid at your own pace. As always, we're excited to watch as you all dive in. Feedback never stops. So, I'm going to kind of quick go right through this. Essentially, what's going on right now, boys, is the Wellspring is not dropping the weapons, the red bar, deep sight weapons often enough. So I'm sure a lot of you are a little frustrated by that. I know I am. I think I've done probably 40 completions of that Wellspring to try to get to come to pass, and I've gotten one red bar to drop. Still waiting for that second one. And the reason we need those is because we have to be able to get to the exotic glaive. That's part of the quest line. Is we got to finish that investigation board. So they are going to be upping the drop chances for the red box deep sight weapons, and that is going to happen next Thursday. So in a patch starting next Thursday, we'll be increasing the drop chances for both standard and deep sight resonance versions of these weapons. Ascendant Alloys. As you get deeper into the crafting game of the Witch Queen, you'll begin to unlock enhanced traits for your weapons. These come at a bit of a cost, each requiring Ascendant Alloys. These currencies are meant to be in-game rarity, coming from higher difficulty activities as you fine-tune your weapons through combat. In addition to the changes I mentioned above, we'll be increasing the chances of receiving Ascendant Alloys through Master Wellspring completions, not just by the difficulty tier of the activity, but also based on your completion level. This will mean higher chances of earning Ascendant Alloys for gold and platinum completions, which can be earned by defeating champions and completing the activity quickly. So I'm not going to lie, personally, I haven't actually had one of these drop yet, and it's a little frustrating. You can buy one from the from Master Rahul once a week. I think my game is bugged, so I can't buy one right now, because I bought one last week and it's still not letting me buy one this week. But essentially, we need these Ascendant Alloys to craft the better perks, right? The extra, the gold looking perks, right? So the thing that I find the most frustrating is that, I mean, obviously weapon crafting is fantastic and it's brought something new to Destiny, and you know, I love it. But the problem is that once you craft a weapon, it doesn't really feel like yours, because I feel like once you're able to unlock enhanced auto-loading holster, for instance, once I unlock that once on the gun, I feel like I should own that perk, and then I could switch to that perk whenever I'd want to. Unfortunately, that's not the case. You have to build it with, you know, that perk that you want, and then if you ever want to change it, you have to pay again to change it. But then to go back to that perk, you're paying for it again. So it's like you never actually unlocked it at all. So I'm having to craft multiple versions of each weapon with different perks and throw them in my vault. So I honestly thought that we would you know, eliminate some vault space. Because of this, we'd be able to have the one weapon with all these perks on it, and it's just not the case. So I'm hoping they change that just a little bit, but at least with the changes here, you know, things are kind of going the right direction, it looks like. So, Gambit tuning. Boys, I haven't played a whole lot of Gambit, I'll be honest. I played just a little bit just to get that Herod C, which is like my favorite gun now, I'll be honest. But there's a couple issues here. So heavy weapon usage, and they say that there's no firm plans to share any of the changes that they're going to be making, but they are highlighting some stuff here. So heavy weapon usage, with heavy ammo being available from clearing fronts as you collect motes, it's becoming far easier to have a tracking rocket or two in the tube prepped and ready for an impending invader. Gallahorn packs a particularly decent punch, especially when tracking Wolfpack rounds after detonation. Invader frequency, so while tuning to general invader frequency was helped to reduce back-to-back invades from occurring as often, we're still seeing some general feedback that it can be difficult to handle invaders, especially during primeval phases, and then primeval phase health. With the changes, with the changes to primeval healing, we are seeing some reports of lengthy boss phases thanks to some skilled invaders. I'm not gonna lie, I've had, in, you know, my probably 20 Gambit games that I've played so far, I've had some games go super quick where we just absolutely melted the boss. You know, you just obviously have to kill the two wizards that spawn with him, but we've had some games go really quick, we've had some games go really fast. So, I don't know, I mean, I always kind of enjoy Gambit myself. I know a lot of people don't like it as much, but, you know, it is what it is. Alright, boys, so for our Prime gaming rewards here, let's talk a little bit about Prime. We have a hard light, we've got a hard light ornament, there is a new exotic sparrow, and also a emblem here. So let's take a look and see which ones they got here. Oh, we're going down here. Alright, Azure Azazel exotic sparrow, 2 unique limited time cosmetics, Risen projection, and one of us legendary emblem. So if you've got Prime, link it up and get those Prime rewards, baby. Alright, Steam Deck on Destiny 2. Essentially what they're saying here, they're not going to be able to, you can't play Destiny 2 on a Steam Deck, right? And they had a help article about this earlier this week, but you can't play Destiny 2 on Steam OS or Linux. It's not supported. And the issue is that it's a security issue, right? And so if people are able to get into Destiny 2 on those two devices or those two platforms, essentially the security of the game is threatened because people are able to cheat. So essentially what happens is you try to log in on something like that, and the game just says no, right? So I wouldn't mind playing on a Steam Deck at some point. I don't have one ordered. I don't know if I'll ever get one, but I think it'd be kind of cool to have a handheld version of Destiny 2 when I'm not playing with the Xbox here. But yeah, so Steam Deck is not supported platform, and using the device will trigger an automated security system to see usage as a potential threat to the community. While we investigate possibilities to support the new and future platforms, we don't have any additional information this time. So as they bring out some more information, I mean, obviously we'll bring it to you guys. So Today they released a hotfix 4.0.0.2. A lot of stuff going on here in the hotfix, boys, so if you want to go and check that out, you definitely can. They talked a little bit about Overload, Auto Rifle, and SMG Auto Effect mods. Didn't disrupt the health regeneration on overloads after a stun, so they fixed that. Fixed a couple of UI items, and honestly, they changed around some perks and stuff that was kind of causing some problems. So Grave Robber perk on the Enigma Glaive is disabled, or was disabled. It just works right now. And then Legendary Dares for Eternity, if a lightning round was activated, was an issue. So that is looking like it's fixed. Enhanced 1-2 punch trait is disabled. Enhanced pulse monitor trait is disabled. And then those two perks right now, they are functioning as the regular 1-2 punch and regular pulse monitor perk without the enhanced part. So they just disabled the enhanced version of those until they get them fixed. There's some pretty big exploits happening. I gotta be honest, I'm kind of happy that they did this, just because I don't want this to get in the day one raid. I don't want to have somebody win it because they're exploiting, doing a million damage on a boss per, per 1-2 punch, basically. Wellspring Armor rewards. So players who aren't getting rewards to drop from the Wellspring activity should be sure to claim any available armor rewards from Finch to the Throne World vendor before they go back into the Wellspring. So essentially what's happening is you're going and completing a Wellspring, but you're not getting anything because you haven't claimed the armor from Finch. So just go claim that, and that'll fix it. There is a list of known issues right here. Essentially, we can click those out if you'd like to. Let's try to go through here quickly, guys. Tale of Two Ghosts is out. The video of the week, movie of the week, is called Dynasty from My Name is Bife, and this is absolutely awesome. You guys should definitely check this out. So go here, watch it, or just search it up on YouTube. That's super, super cool. Artist of the week, we've got Become the Mind Between the Stars. That looks very cool. And then we've got this picture of Seva Thick right there. So much to do, so little time. Thanks for joining us for another TWAB. While I'm looking forward to the raid race on Saturday, I'm also looking forward to my sleep schedule getting back on track. This last week has been full of later nights than I'm used to, thanks in part to the Legendary campaign and some sweet narrative content to chew on. If you haven't already, I highly recommend digging into the Season of the Risen questline for this week. This is wonderful to dive deeper into the backstories of characters we know and love, even if they can be somewhat dark. Before we go, I also want to give a shout out to all those who have been donating to the Game to Give charity initiative. Yesterday, many of you joined the stream and kept those donations rolling, smashing our goals within 1 hour of runtime. That's pretty awesome, guys. As promised, we have unveiled the Wear TWAB shirt, currently available for pre-order over at the Bungie store. 10% of the profits from the sales will go to the Wear TWAB t-shirt, will go to the Bungie Foundation. Much love, and thank you all for being guardians of the world. Cheers, DMGO4. So, boys, that's our TWAB. Now, guys, I want to just say thanks for watching, and if you don't mind, drop a like on the video, and a follow would be, or a subscribe would be fantastic. It's free, and that would really help the channel out. We also stream live on Twitch every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. Sometimes we do a little bit of lore stuff on Saturday, but other than that, boys, I appreciate you, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.